Alright, hello and welcome to the stream. Today just change a few things up. I'm gonna be driving a little bit on Central Europe. This is one of the older sessions, you can find it on the DLS. And let's load in. It's already loaded in. Alright. I'm not going to be driving for the points or anything. I'm gonna be pretty much just trying to drive this properly, I would say. So yeah, anyways, this is our train today. Class 350 Gorilla locomotive. It's usually a fast train locomotive, but sometimes it's used for stopping trains, just like today. So yeah, it's 5:35 in the morning. Departure is at 5:37, so yeah, I guess we are waiting for 2 minutes here while the passengers load and everything, and then we set off. So I'm just gonna prepare for the departure like that. One thing that I forgot actually is to enable sound in the game. Alright. It's not too loud, not too low. It's good. Nice and easy. I have 2 people watching so far. Hello to the stream. Welcome. Right, 5:37. I'm waiting for the whistle and the guard's bell that I can leave. As a colleague with a fast train. Come on, brakes. There you go. Alright, nice. So let's get it moving. So the maximum speed of this locomotive is 160 kilometers per hour, but I'm not gonna be reaching such high speeds today. I'm gonna stay around. I think the fastest I will manage to reach is somewhere around 130. Nice and easy. Alright, 160 to go. Alright, I'm not even gonna be reaching 130. I don't wanna push it all the way to the limit. And yeah, because the locomotive brake is 10 times more effective than any other brake on this train, I'm just gonna be trying combining all of them. Which is still not gonna help me slow down in time, because yeah, I managed to forget how to drive this train properly. But yeah, at least you get a showcase that pretty much the session is scripted in a way that when you're speeding you get a warning and you are pretty much penalized for it. Obviously do not go over the speed limit too much. At the same time, do not pass a red light. Now if the station would be so nice and kind to actually allow me to load the passengers, that would be very nice. Thank you. Alright. So I leave at 5:43. Another nice thing about this session is pretty much that, yeah, the information boards at the platforms, they are all scripted to actually show correct things. This can be easily changed in the session layer as a whole, which is very nice to have. Type of train, departure time, destination, through stations, stuff like that. I should be able to get a green light soon. This is actually, I believe, the first session that I made for this route. It's not perfect, and you can see that's pretty much just the first ever try. But yeah, I'm gonna override this very soon as well. Because yeah, it's not precise to the scene. We have the train is driving at the wrong places of the route. The cargo they haul is wrong as well. It's pretty much just the 4 first sessions that I released for this route were pretty much just testing, you could say, just experimental. But yeah, I'm slowly figuring stuff out more, and I'm getting more into the proper scripting of sessions. Some more new rules that I found, some rules that my friends found, and yeah, generally just to make the player experience a lot better. So yeah. I have quite a lot of session ideas available as well. I might be streaming some session creation as well, but I firstly wanna finish expanding the route. at least with few new stations. But yeah, shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm quite fast at building, so yeah, it will be nice and good. So yeah, this session that I'm driving is not very long, so it's actually why I chose it for today, because yeah, I will I'm gonna be having a second stream just after this, hopefully with a brand. It's gonna be Mud Runner. I'm hoping to have a second stream if he comes back just in time, which would be really nice. Also, on Monday the 14th of September, me and Cheradice are pretty much planning to organize a multiplayer session on Velny and Umnet tramway, a small British route set in 1940s. So yeah, you can find it on the DLS. So yeah, it's gonna be starting at 20 Central European time. We're gonna be streaming it as well, which is gonna be quite nice as well, and we really hope that we'll be able to get quite some people in on this. That was a train in the other direction, and that was a passenger train. I see, nice. So yeah, Velny and Umnet tramway on Monday the 14th. Come and join us. I'm gonna be hosting the session, Richard Bosnak's game. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I kind of forgot to brake there. I'm gonna get penalized for speeding again. Yep. I believe this session takes only about 30 to 40 minutes, 50 at max, hour if you are stupid. But yeah, other than that, it's nice and short session. I'm gonna remake this one for the new version of the route. I'm not going to re-import this one because of the reasons I mentioned before. Same with the other sessions. But yeah, I'm going to try and remake this, hopefully with the new train as well. I know it's still quite some time away, but yeah, shouldn't be too big of a problem. It will fit better and it will be much nicer to use and drive. Speeding once again. I'm not paying enough attention to the braking. I've been stopping at stations way too late and everything today. It's not a good day. Alright, should be a good stop. Yay! When do I leave? When do I leave? 53 in 1 minute, okay. Nice. Ooh, just this guy. That's a fast train. In some sessions I'm gonna be restricting the camera view of the player train into cab view, for the simple fact that pretty much, yeah, there's nothing outside beyond the tracks. So yeah, it's pretty much just to look nice there. With the lights and everything, but yeah, generally there isn't any real detail to the streets nor anything there. So forcing the player to stay in the camera view, in the cab view, is pretty much realistic, and at the same time it will actually make you feel that the route is fully developed. I mean, it is fully developed, but like beyond everything on the side, so yeah. Once I get a little bit more of the scenery finished, I can also start making intercity train sessions, and very soon I can start also making express trains and Eurocity. I'm gonna be trying to keep a good enough distance from the train in front of me, since I will be crossing the tracks, so I don't want to really push right onto his tail. And if I do this correctly, this will also allow me to quickly change the tracks and go into the station without having to stop at the station. It's pretty far away, but I don't feel like that is quite enough, so I'm just gonna give him a bit more space. Gonna brake a bit more, just in case that I have to really stop there, which I doubt, but still I have to slow down for the track change there, and essentially the station speed limit that's gonna be there. So I don't wanna be too slow, but at the same time I don't wanna be too fast. I just wanna get that middle ground, the middle point in between that. And I'm really hoping this will turn out for me, because I cannot stop now. Okay, I can pretty much go. Yeah, I'm not gonna be applying extra power here because the second speed limit change is pretty much just right behind the junction. So I'm gonna be braking now for Bratislava Rača. Arrival in less than 1 minute. Sounds good to me. Looks like I'm on time. I stopped braking there, so I'm gonna... Alright. Nice and easy. Just slide into the station. 500 meters remaining, so let's actually try and stop this correctly this time. I am on time. It's nice. Alright. Nice and easy. Alright. I actually don't need to be fast here because, yeah, there's traffic up ahead. I can just be nice and slow. really don't need to hurry over here. Hello there. I'm also gonna try experimenting around with a with traffic control session, where you basically have to dispatch the trains in a station, and at the same time I would also like to experiment around with the rail thinning sessions, where you just sit in a place and pretty much just rail thin. So, shouldn't be hard, and yeah, would be quite nice. God, those fucking god rays, it's amazing. Next station. I should be arriving in less than 1 minute. Also, airport. I'm not gonna stop in time. I'm definitely not gonna stop in time. Please stop in time. I beg you. By all that is saint, I beg you to stop. Pure skills, no luck. Oh man. Hello, Shard Ice. Welcome. You're pretty much coming. Hey, Kango Fango as well. I don't know why I didn't expect both of you to arrive at the same time. So yeah. What's going on? I'm pretty much just driving one of the sessions that I made for the previous versions of trains. You should have them for the versions that I ported to you as well. So yeah. Good evening, how are you? Good evening! I'm doing fine. What about you? How are you guys doing today? This is really beautiful. Yes, I'm doing quite well today. Is this a session that has the faulty local for me? Yes, it is. It's that one. That's good to hear. I'm doing fine as well. Thanks for asking. Sorry about the extremely generic answer, but is it true? It's alright. I pretty much gave quite a generic answer as well. Anyways, shared ice. The locomotive should not be faulty for you quite soon, as Prisoner is working on a simplified update for the loco as well, because he is struggling with the scripts for it. So he's simplifying it, and he's pretty much, I believe he's just gonna be doing it slowly throughout the time. But yeah, he should be releasing a new version soon, sometime. I'm not sure when. I don't think he's done yet. But yeah, and a new version for 131 is in works. One that's more user-friendly because it's gonna be simplified a little bit. And yeah. Oh, this locomotive looks like that other one. The cabs are tapered off on either end. Which one do you mean? Oh shit, I should have been braking. Oh no. Suspicious robot caused the error. I think he told me the very first time when you reported the issue. But he was like, he just couldn't understand how you managed to get that error. So yeah. It must be tough to get rid of stuff you already made just to simplify it. Yeah, but I managed to persuade him at least a little bit to keep some of the cool stuff. So stuff that works, that's pretty much gonna be in. But yeah, it's gonna be simplified a lot, and it will also finally work with AI trains. So hopefully that will resolve the fix for you as well. Like, hopefully that will resolve the problem that you have. If not, then yeah, we'll just have to try and do something else. Or I can just, yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the locomotive. Either way, that this session is gonna be overwritten very soon as well. Well, soon. Depends on when I actually decide to build or will make a new session. But yeah, I'm gonna use that to pretty much just overwrite these old sessions. These are just pretty much the very first sessions that I made. You could say just a testing or experimental. But yeah, I'm not gonna be keeping these. Okay, I managed to get the highest score, even though I said in the beginning that I'm not gonna be doing it on the score. But yeah, I guess I did that. So yeah, as I said in the beginning, this session was pretty short, takes 30 to 40 minutes. I see that I pretty much finished it in 35 minutes. And yeah, that's this session. I know how that feels, yeah. This one, let's see. Oh yeah, that's actually the one that Shared Ice has broken, that 131 that you linked there. That's the one that's broken for him. So yeah, didn't know what it was called. Yeah, that's the 131. The one that I was driving, that's the 350. Rail bus, yeah, as we like to call it on VIP Voice, the lunchbox. Yeah. That's a double header on the pick, yep. Anyways, now that I'm here, I'm pretty much just gonna be doing the second the second session here. It's a freight session. Yeah. Hmm. Double head. I didn't break anything. I swear it was later when I found it. Are you sure about that? I remember playing this session. It was nice. Oh, thank you. I tried. I tried. So yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this until 9 o'clock. Then I'm gonna pretty much jump into Mud Runner with Brent and Mika. At least I hope for that. But yeah, it should be good. I remember playing this session, it was nice. There's a tricky red signal on this one, right? I believe yes. The one where you overshot, yeah, yeah. It is, yeah. It's nice and slow. I don't want to break the coupler. Bonk. There's something that I like about these trains. You actually have to manually couple to them. There. Now I just wait. Yeah, that one, yeah. Imagine that the faultiness of trains assets is like a red gooey mixture in a jam jar, and all the built-in and currently installed assets are sheets of paper. Where this jar rests on, and then imagine the jar fracture. No, 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 no. If no, that's a disgusting thought, and a very bad one. No, thank you. I'm not interested. Yeah. Random dot, I know, but it's still quite accurate sometimes. Yeah. 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 Alright, gotta take it slow and nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't have to be going too fast. Once again, I don't have to be in a hurry because, yeah, there's a signal there that's red. I was like, okay, there's a yellow. Let's see, it is clear. Okay, it's still red. Let's apply some local brakes. It's still red. Now apply train brakes. We're not slowing enough. Quick full brakes. Yeah, it is quite tricky. Yeah, it's quite a catchy signal. Yeah, you just gotta be prepared, and you just have to pay attention. You don't expect it, but yeah, expect the unexpected. And the next signal as well. You just like you're expecting it to clear, but it's not clearing out, and you're just like, oh god, and that panic, it just slowly gets into you. I did a really good job on this. Because I think so. Unstoppable in Europe. Starring Paradise as just in case the train's driver. Yes! Absolutely! Can you imagine that? So I know that the passenger train is stopped at the red signal, at the station, just past the oncoming signal. So I'm not gonna be going too fast. And yeah, Brent just told me that he doesn't want to play Mad Runner, so yeah, I guess I just have to. Rename the stream then. I can just let it roll actually. Oh, well, let it roll. There isn't any downhill here, so letting it roll is not an option. It will just stop. Come on. Okay, fine, that guy is leaving the station now. Imagine if trains had a randomized AI traffic function so that each time you play a session is a bit different. That would be fucking neat. That would be really amazing. I'm gonna do my technique that I pretty much utilized on previous as well, so yeah. That's it when I was driving this last time. So. I like the zigzagging virus, it's really realistic. It is actually very real. That's how the virus go. And we do that everywhere. We follow that. Because yeah, realism is something that we are really into. So yeah, but how would the commands be managed? Couldn't they block the player? Or do you mean that they have the same commands and only the consistencies are different? Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, the consists are different, but the commands are same. And at what time they exit the portal. Yeah, or that as well. You can actually randomize the traffic quite a lot like this in if you do it correctly. For dispatching a route and session, for example, if done correctly, you can essentially just be a dispatcher at a station. The trains will come and go, and you just order them to stop or start, you know, by using signals, at which you just switch the junctions, and yeah. Then there's a fiddle yard hidden somewhere underground in a mountain further away from the station, where a train, when activates a trigger, it switches a junction and so on. And you have like 10 tracks in that like that, and it just like randomly goes. Like one switches 5 switches 10 switches 2, or you can have them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yeah, another thing you could as well is pretty much use that to make, or well, leave the junctions unlocked for the player on the fiddle yard to pretty much just switch it. Switch the track, switch the junctions, and so that the player can pretty much just decide that, oh, I'm gonna actually send you onto this track in the fiddle yard, meaning that you will do a different pattern in the traffic once you do that, which I find really nice. I remember doing this in Model Band Simulator, or well, One of those. I don't remember the full name, but yeah, it was quite nice. So yeah. I would say you make a list of possible trains and their status comments that the AI can randomly spawn. Yeah. It'll be very nice. That way you still have some level of control. Yep. Or maybe go full random, so you then maybe get the just like A23 pulling a wreck of K1 code. Oh god, no. And we can forget the CN caboose at the back. With my luck, the caboose would be at the front before the locomotive. So yeah, ooh, you could lock the camera to trackside camera that's in the signal box for that. Yeah, that would be nice. So yeah, is there any? No, there isn't a trackside camera here. But I'm gonna keep the external camera because yeah, this is a beautiful part of the route. Also, imagine if you could play Mother Runner but with AI traffic. Oh, that would be nice. That would be really nice. I think that would ruin the atmosphere a bit because a big part of that is loneliness, I think. Well, depends. You could maybe have something like the Russian community have done with the modded trains in Mud Runner and spin tires. So you could just have trains running around the map, or maybe if you have like a highway going end to end on the map, you can have some cars just driving up and down. That would be quite nice. Yeah, that's true. Maybe if the atrophy caps were empty? But I don't think that would work. Right. Well, due to my slow driving, I have a pretty much free path to the next signal, so that's good. I see a problem with the catenary in the tunnel now. I know what I'm gonna be changing. I know what I'm gonna be fixing. But yeah, that would be just creepy. Yeah. Come on. How heavy is this train actually? 1016 tons. Oh, that's pretty good. Works quite nicely. I really need to make a session where you drive uphill on here. This is essentially gonna be a mountain pass, so to say. On the other half of the route, like past what's built right now, it's gonna go downhill again. So it can be joined with Germany and so on. Oh man. Is it me or does it sound like you go dragging equipment? That's only the sound of the train cars. It is quite misleading, but at least hey, we have proper train sounds, at least once. It's nice. Because I really just cannot get enough of those beautiful looking wheels on the bogies there. It just looks so good. Really high quality boogie there. Do these signals turn green at certain times, or is it dependent on the player? No, you mean like whether the signals are automatic and are pretty much constantly green when the tracks are clear, or whether they are constantly red and once the player train is detected they turn green or yellow. But one thing that does come to mind with Sprinter's Mud Runner and Snow Runner actually too is why exactly is everything so empty? I mean, in the first two games there's just huge skyscrapers in the middle of nowhere, which I know is realistic for some parts of Russia, but why are they empty? Why is not a single light lit at night apart from by the lumber mill, or still as by the few roads that exist? I would guess it's probably been abandoned because of how remote it is, and because of how lack of realism or work, just, yeah, it just drove people away, I would say, so it's pretty much just abandoned cities. That would be my guess at least. In the towns, why are the windows barricaded? Why is the laundry always hanging on the line? Why, apart from a multiplayer, you never see a single other human soul? I would say it has to do with thinking about it. It could be basically that it's been evacuated because of something, and yeah, now people never wanted to go back because they pretty much just found themselves a better place. And yeah, the few who wanted to come back, they've got the laundry hanging there. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of any other explanation for that. So yeah. Boogies is pronounced bogies. Okay, bogies, okay then. TRS has actually pointed this out to me. This is really true. The setting of these games is, well, the scenery looks beautiful, it's just a bit off. Yeah. But yeah, I never really thought about it too much, so yeah. Yeah, but why would you drive around in these abandoned towns? Just feels a bit strange. Well, I don't know, maybe it's just the better option for the logging industry to drive through the abandoned towns than to get stuck at the muddy roads or something. That would be my guess, so yeah. Judging by the speed limit, this is old version of route. Yes. Hi, prisoner. Hi. Welcome, prisoner. I meant whether the red signal in the session will turn green at specific time or whether the player has to trigger them turning green. In other words, if I sit at the beginning of the session for an hour, will the red signal go green by themselves, or will I have to drive down the line for them to trigger to go green? All of them are automatic. The way that they are triggered is by AI trains switching junctions in front of you or behind you and so on. But in this session, you as a player do not trigger any signals. In the other session that I made with the 240, the freight session from Budapest to Žilina, you as a player trigger signals. Few times actually as well, when you are turning around so that you can actually pass the signals without having to worry about passing signal at danger and ending the session. So those are scripted pretty much for you to stop, but yeah, those are linked. The signal changes are linked to the player stopping at the objectives or moving through them. So yeah, nothing to like you actually have to like reach an invisible trigger or something. It's pretty much all linked to objectives within the session, but over on this session everything is triggered by AI trains driving around. So yeah. Also, yeah, exactly, sorry, that's the exact feeling I got too. All of the maps have been abandoned, especially at night. When you drive past these huge skyscrapers that are completely dark and dead, and you're just alone with your truck, and it can be really creepy. Yeah. It's actually funny you call them skyscrapers, they're just regular apartments. It's basically just, as we call, commie blocks. Communist blocks. Communistic housing. So yeah. Remain list, yeah. Yes, but with the AI trains got specific times, or will they need to be triggered by the player having reached specific point of the session? Yes. The AI trains are scripted so that they will activate, well, some of them in the beginning are already scripted to pretty much just start from the beginning. For example, the freight train that you saw leaving first in front of you, and also the two passenger trains, one heading up into the end of the map and the other one heading down, that's pretty much just stuck in front of you. That's a traffic that is pretty much just scripted to start at the very beginning of the session, but everything past that point is scripted to start driving only when you as a player start, when you reach or pass a certain trigger. But most of the time I scripted in a way so that you either stop or you either drive through an objective that is linked to the AI trains, or you have to drive over a trigger that you pretty much just don't see as an objective, but it is there and it is linked to some AI trains. So yeah, that's how I pretty much do some of the traffic. I should be actually braking. Damn it. So yeah. I'm gonna go to emergency. Just because I can. Just because I want to make sure that I stop good enough. Decouple locomotive from the rest of the train. Plonk. Move forward a little bit and stop. Just so that the decoupling is pretty much done. So that guy is now leaving. Okay, that's good. Alright, that was my question, thanks. Alright, no problem. So Brent said that he doesn't want to play Mud Runner, so yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming that. I guess I'm just gonna be streaming a little bit of these sessions driving. And yeah, as what Prisoner said, yeah, this is an older version of the route. This is 0.96. It's pretty noticeable difference if you look here on this end and if you look down here. Quite a lot has been added already. 0.96, you just see it just ends past Trenchin. This is all in 0.98. There's few more kilometers checked. There's another new city in there. So yeah, stuff like that. Over here in 0.98, this is developed. There's Budapest that way, and the other shore of the river over here is pretty much just finished as well. This is full of trees and just leads out now as well. This is where I'm building right now. I haven't actually finished the city like I wanted to, so I don't know, I didn't really feel like building, so yeah, I just didn't do it. But yeah, stuff like that. In some older locals, the emergency setting is broken. Where you go all the way to emergency, the brush will just say where it is instead of quickly rising. Yeah, some locomotives do that. So yeah. I'm gonna see if I can utilize these flat cars and these containers for a session soon. I really like intermodal trains. It's like something that is just mine. I just love intermodal sessions, and I just really want to use these in a session. I already can make quite few intermodal sessions. And yeah, I'm probably gonna make one once I finish Levice. I'm most likely going to make a intermodal session for 0.98. Well, 98. It's gonna be already for 1.0 release. But yeah, I'm not gonna be releasing them until we actually get everything for 1.0 finished. So yeah, which is still quite a few months. But I really don't mind that. It will allow me to make quite a lot of sessions in the meantime. And by the time we actually manage to get all the way to Praha for release 1.0, I might even be able to finish entire Slovakia. I'm doubting that, but there is a possibility. I just really need to get my hands on Slovak diesels. Too bad most of them are broken. Download enough freight containers too. Yeah, I will as well. Hold on. I will read the rest of the chat messages once I actually couple. I don't wanna hit those cars hard. I wanna make a nice smooth couple. You can essentially do quite effective braking if you just switch to the reverser on this loco. It usually tends to bug out the first time you do it, and yeah, it allows you to brake a lot. Oops. Alright. So let's read the chat, sir. Download fighters as well? Yes, I will. This, for example, is it just me or does that kind of look creepy? Hold on. Let me get that. Something new, man. Yeah, it looks creepy, but it looks realistic, and I like it. Looks in a horror movie. Yeah, true. But honestly, I like that setting a lot. It feels really good to play a game that feels creepy and scary, but isn't at all. Yeah, these two. Yeah. But it's a really nice setting. I love the games too, especially the attention to detail in the Yes. Absolutely. Did you know that large steam locals like Flying Saucemen take 24 hours to properly start up, like from a complete cold start? Really? I did not know that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Ooh, something that I really wanna play around with is this and make a session with it, but we don't have a good part of the route for it. Like, this would be amazing to have the entire Austria to make a stopping train and express train. And then I could make quite a lot of freight trains just going up and down. This is actually something that I wanted to do as well, but never got around to it. And it will be a bit more harder to script than what I usually do. Is having basically like a shuttle. Go there and back. And then even something more complex, go there, back, and so on. So yeah. That would be something nice to do as well. Hopefully I'll manage to figure it out. Be back in 3 minutes. Alright, see ya, King of Ego. In 3 minutes. Yes, if they're supposed to go fast, the metal needs to heat up and expand slowly so that it doesn't wear out or worse fracture. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Alright, speed limit 70, but yeah, pretty much clear track all the way. I can just plop it to step 8 and just go all the way. Look at the acceleration. This is 685 tons. It's not that heavy, but still. It is empty though. I love this train. But yeah, the reason why I really want, like, what I said that the trains in these sessions that I already made are driving in parts that they shouldn't and taking cargo that they shouldn't. You see, in the first session that I driven, the passenger train, the 131 cannot drive past Žilina on our route. So, yeah, I want to get rid of that session because rescripting it, no thank you, I'm not interested. It's not a good session either, so yeah, I don't want to spend time fixing that. As for wrong cargo, these trains, these locomotives, Metrans livery, the company Metrans, they only take intermodal trains. They don't take anything else, which we didn't know when we were making these sessions. So yeah, that's why I want to get rid of this one as well, because yeah, rescripting the entire session to a new loco, no thank you, not interested. And there are faults with the other sessions as well. Oh yeah, I'm speeding. Prisoner, quick question while you're still here. Did you fix the speed on the road? Is there a new update available for them? Or no? Why can it go past? No, don't get rid of this session. Maybe make a older session pack. Yeah, but I will still have to fix quite a lot on them because we've done track changes. The existing parts of this route have been changed, and those sessions pretty much use those parts. Quite a lot of them. And having to shuffle things around and redo stuff, I really don't feel like that. So yeah, I'm really not feeling like fixing these sessions whatsoever. I mean, they work for this part. They show you around the route pretty well, if you ask me. But yeah, essentially they will have to go. Because I definitely don't feel like updating or like, well, fixing them for the new version, because yeah, those track changes, they will just corrupt half of the session. And we've done a lot of them. So yeah, stuff like that. Sorry, mate. Welcome, Kengo. Welcome, Kengo. Welcome back. It's available separately on the DLS. What's available separately on the DLS? What do you mean? Prisoner, no I didn't. Okay, then yeah, I guess it would be quite a good idea to actually fix them. I see, that makes sense. Yellow Vectron. Yeah, that's the Regiojet Vectron. I just don't like to see the network go to waste. It wasn't the network. Like, all these sessions that I pretty much made are really just, yeah, filled together in one day, maybe even less than a day. Okay, how did I do that? Go down. Those coaches, the pink red coaches with the white stripes. You mean the Austrian ones? Yeah, this train has them. They're nice and old and quite nostalgic. I still like them. They start with P, right? Oh, no idea. Let me go and check. But yeah, we have new coaches anyway, so I'm not gonna be using these anymore. It's OBB BMZ2. Say Austrian passenger cars. So this, for example, this station has been redone a little bit. There's been a track change, or change the track layout over here. The signals have been moved back, and there's been a new set of junctions created for high-speed interchange, which essentially allows the player to go through the station at what, 120 kilometers per hour? So that you don't have to be creeping like this, 30. After that 200 kilometers per hour section, just 30? Come on. So yeah, having it like this, it's much better. The fixed new version for this. So yeah. Confuse them with something else. It's alright. No problem. Alright, 300 meters to stop. But yeah, due to the track changes, the track layout changes, we also changed a bit of catenary, which means that certain trains shouldn't be in this part of the route whatsoever. Like the train that's leaving. That's a 150. That one shouldn't be here. What are you? You are 371. You can be here. 122, definitely not. And 363, that can be. That can stay. Actually, no, 371 cannot stay here. And the 122, no, it cannot. So essentially all of these trains, except this one, would have to go. So yeah, stuff like that. A 150? Yeah, definitely. The 150 that we've got is looking like this. This is probably the only special paint job that we have when it comes to the Czechoslovak locomotives. We don't have any other special interesting paint jobs, which is really sad. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the texture here. This is pissing me off. This is so irritating, like, ugh. And I have to do this each and every single fucking time a new section is added by anyone at this point. Cause yeah, no, people just cannot learn to use the smallest fucking grid at least next to the tracks. You can use whatever the fuck you want, but please use the smallest texture scale next to tracks when you're using PBR. And do not mix them up too much next to tracks, because you're gonna end up with that. Even people who cannot see PBR, other people can. So if you're trying to make a quality route, please think about others as well. That's highly appreciated. So yeah. But it's so irritating, and it's just, it breaks the immersion completely when you just drive past and you see that piece of fucking texture just being completely broken because it's PBR next to a 2D and so on. It's just annoying. And yeah, when people make, like, when people are making this stuff, like expansions for this route, I'm constantly telling Prisoner to use the smallest grid, the smallest scale. He still breaks it, but he's trying, and I respect him for that. Because he's trying, and he knows about it, he just forgets, but he's genuinely trying. I will go and fix it. I don't mind. But when it's like some other people, I mean, some JR creating stuff, like some of the JR developers for Jointed Rail, they're outbuilders. They have like what, 5 fucking people on the beta testing, and the route still ends up looking like fucking trash. Like, come on! It's not that hard to use your eyes. It's just fucking idiots left and right. That's all I can say, so yeah. What do those numbers indicate? Are they just class numbers? Yeah, pretty much. But generally, stuff that pretty much just starts with 1 is only for one system, and that is the 3 kV DC. Stuff that starts with 2 is pretty much mostly one system and is for the 25 kV AC. And stuff that starts with 3 is pretty much mostly double system locomotives, and in case of 371 and 372 it's a double system locomotive as well. So yeah, in case of Vectrons and Trax locomotives, they're 3 or 4 system, but they still start with 3, but generally stuff that starts with 3 is more than one system. And what system, that pretty much then depends on the build of the loco. 363, for example, is for 3 kV DC and 25 kV AC, while 371 and 372, for example, are for 3 kV DC and the Austrian and German system, which is 16.5 kV AC, I believe. And then there are locomotives like Trax and Vectron, which are 4-system, for example, and they can drive under 1500 or 1000 kV DC as well. Which is, I believe, Belgium and Netherlands and stuff like that, somewhere up there. So yeah. Yes, but if you can't use PBR for lag reasons, it can be hard to tell what textures are PBR and which aren't. Well, generally, they have the name PBR because, yeah, people are just like, oh hey, look at me, fancy. I'm gonna use this new fancy word, PBR, to mark that this is a beautiful new texture that you can use. So yeah. Generally all of them are PBR, but still, you should be able to see them by the build version of the texture, which is 4.6. So yeah. Yes, I saw that too. Oh my god, 10 FPS, come on. Behave! Suddenly 33 FPS, nice. Happy about that. For now at least. There's a lot of trains in the station, that's why. Now to 17 FPS, 16 FPS. I'm gonna see if I can like do something with the buildings here, and I'm pretty much gonna cut off quite a lot of parts from this just so that I can cut down the number of buildings here. I highly doubt that's gonna do anything because I honestly don't get problem with these buildings whatsoever. And I've used the same technique in Budapest as well and it works no problem. So I honestly don't get what the problem is in here other than the amount of passengers at the stations, the amount of trains and the amount of fucking catenary splines here. Which, to be honest, my personal opinion is that it's all because of the unoptimized catenary. It doesn't have LOD whatsoever. Or does it? No, I don't think it does. So yeah. This all pretty much just needs replacing. With the new prisoners catenary, I think that would drastically improve the performance as well. Replacing these imbecile catenary pylons with a new PBR ones that Prisoner made, which actually have LODs. They shouldn't be restraining too much. But yeah. When I'm around the stations on my own routes, I also sometimes get a bit of lag. Yeah. Yeah. My god. Jesus. We are stuck on a red light, stuck on a red light, light, stuck on a red light. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Hey, yellow. I'm tired. Everybody now. You sound tired. Have you had a long day? Yeah. Awfully long. And I actually haven't done that much today. And yeah. I'm gonna end it after this session. I'm gonna end the stream after this session, that's what I meant. So yeah. Also, we are stuck on a low light, yep. Also, I would like to direct your attention to this again, once again announcing a multiplayer session. It's gonna be on the 14th, on Monday, Vilnius tramway at 8 o'clock Central European time. Mr. Sheridan is gonna be pretty much doing a bit of work firstly on his stream, and then he's gonna join me later. I'm gonna be already having the session open, so whoever wants to join, the session will have no password, and you'll be free to join anytime you want. So once again, Monday or 14th September, we're gonna be doing a multiplayer session on Velny and Umnet tramway. So I hope to see you guys there. Yes, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be. I hope to get as many people in there as possible. Just so that we can properly do all the stuff we want to do. So if you join VIP Voice Discord server, you will get more information, and you will also get announcements regarding this this multiplayer session. If anything changes, you will get firstly notified there. And if you want to see a plan of the route or get to know the route a bit better, we do have a map of the route with named locations on them and everything, so that you will get to know some places of the route before you even have it downloaded. So yeah, it's a small British route set in 1940s or 1950s, actually 1940s, thinking about it, yeah, in the winter time, so yeah, prepare for a lot of snow. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. I really like this part of the route when it goes down and underneath. Yeah. Also, one more way to know the difference between 0.96 and 0.98 is this turn, because of these catenary pylons. I changed them to be the correct ones, and I changed them to not be so many of them there. So yeah, that is fixed now. I also changed these ones here to be on the correct side as well. So yeah. When it comes to grass, this part is gonna have turf effects. I'm not gonna be doing any grass splines. This will be turf effects only. And as for other parts of the route, it depends. Some of them will have 2D spline grass, some of them will not. So yeah. Thinking about it now, prisoner, what you can do with the 131, the version that you have right now works pretty well when you as a player are the one who's driving it. What I recommend you doing is that you, instead of replacing the already existing model, right? Instead of replacing it, you just do a new QID and just into the name add simplified or something. That way the player will be able to drive the more complex one, while the AI will also be able to operate the simpler one. And for multiplayer sessions we will use the simple one as well, but I would really love to keep the complex version that you've made. Because it works at least a little bit, and I really love it. So what do you think? Yeah, it would be good, yeah. That way I can use the complex versions for the player train, for the player to use that, to get that to know, and have the AI just drive the simple shittier version. That would work very well. Jesus. Well. Anyways, closing into the end of the session. So imagine if Trains Plus, there is a feature where it uses your computer's camera and uses it as driver's picture in the bottom left, and in addition to that, it will map your face on the 3D model of the cab too. Oh, that would be quite interesting. Do you know that you can display nav points on the map on the bottom screen? Yes, I do. And I do. It's all here, essentially. But yeah, I don't really play around with this much because yeah, I don't need it. So yeah. Well, anyways, I am slowly closing into the end of the session, which means end of the stream as well. So, well, I'm pretty much just rolling into the end, 500 meters remaining, so yeah. I want to thank you for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed. Remember to follow, remember to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Remember to join Discord, VIP Voice if you want to get the updates on the multiplayer session. And remember to also check out other people here. So there's Sharadise, he's building an American themed route for Trains 19, which is very nice. I like it so far, and I can really say that it's good looking, and he's doing quite a good job on the streams as well. So I really recommend you check him out. He knows what he's doing and what he's talking about, and it's working out very nicely. Kango Fango is streaming OMZ 2. He does map building and driving around. He could do a bit better job on the driving, like focus more on the road and not turn so sharply. But generally, he's driving really good. And when it comes to the map building in OMZ, he's doing a very good job. It looks very nice, and he loves to leave Easter eggs. Sharadise likes to leave Easter eggs as well, but yeah. If you are a really amazing person, you have a high chance of getting something named after you. So yeah. That's that, I guess. And there's other people down below listed as well. So if you want, you can check those as well. You're the one to tell. Hey, yes. Would it be good if they added like an all new character creator app where you can make your own people, be like Sims, but also import own models to it and then upload deals from that app, then download it from trains and use it there? Yeah, that would be amazing. I would actually like that. I would use that a lot. I wanted to persevere. Yep, you're the one. Well, I do drive badly, but that doesn't mean I cannot comment other people that they drive badly. You know? So yeah. I wanted to do some map building too. I didn't want to spend the entire stream driving. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, that's what I'll tell first cultures manager. Brilliant. Alright. I guess this is the end now. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah. Oh, I just got a optical illusion. I hope to see you next time. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye bye.